Development Review Board meeting tonight. And roll call.
Do I need to roll call?
All present.
Huh?
Everyone's present.
Okay.
Clerk Kim.
If that's the case, let's have pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's hope it stays like that.
Well, I see the first item is approval of the previous minutes. July 10th, 2023. Questions?
I make a motion we approve. I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Your turn, Stacy.
Okay, thank you, Chairman Cross. Tonight we have a Mountainside application. It's case number 2224 MS. We have the applicant here and the owner as well, Ms. Janine Eng. The owner is Mr. Phil Scaletta.
You may be online. I'm Joe Pierce. I represent the building.
Oh, my apologies. Well, we have Joe Pierce for a lot located at 39248 Ocotillo Ridge, tax parcel number 216-222-009. As I emailed to you all before, my apologies, but this is a zoning of rural 190, and everything else was correct in the report, but our agenda. In any case, and again to just sort of go through, and I apologize for a little bit of the scrambling here. I guess we're learning as we go along, that I'll just really do an introductory discussion of the project, and then we have the applicant here to best describe the proposal. Obviously, I'm happy to answer any questions, but sometimes I think with the applicant, they kind of have that more sort of intimate knowledge of their project. So as you can see, this is in kind of towards our Highlands area, Ocotillo Ridge Estates. You can see the property actually borders the town of Carefree. Sorry, the town of Cave Creek is in Carefree. As you can see, definitely a major feature on the property is the floodway. And you can see it kind of has a bit of a floodplain to it. It occupies, I would say, more than half the lot. You know, you see our setbacks. You can see I gave an approximate location of where the development will occur. It also ties to an existing plat, so it has a very specific location, which can sometimes be a challenge, but I think a lot of plats, they design sometimes those building envelopes understanding the developability of a property. So it coincides basically with our development standards. So this is, as you can see, the slope analysis. The most level portion of the property to develop on is up close to the street where the building envelope exists. And then it sort of drops off down to the wash area. Regarding our development standards, of course I wrote rural 70, it's rural 190. The lot lot coverage meets the requirement, less than half. The disturbed area, again, probably due to the fact that there is a significant wash, we're only looking to develop 11.8% of the property, which also includes the septic area. Complies with our setbacks, as I mentioned, both zoning and plat. The cumulative height, I think because this home is sort of a low profile design, our cumulative height, and probably also it's on a relatively narrow, level area of the property, our cumulative height requirement is 27, almost 28 feet, with an overall building height of a little more than 17 feet. All of our grading and drainage, which is reviewed by our town engineer, meets our development standards, specifically the cut to fill ratio. And utilities, we can say hooray, it's served by Carefree Water today, and as I mentioned, a private septic system will be on site. Understanding our development review board purview, architecturally speaking, it's desert hues. Again, the low profile architectural style sort of is in harmony with the intent of the zoning ordinance. There will be native landscaping and revegetation at the disturbed areas, and as mentioned, I mean, this falls into our mountainside review based on the fact that there is a significant wash with the steep slopes, and it also has our protected vegetation. The citizen participation report, all those requirements were met. A positive response was received from a nearby resident, and our typical conditions of approval are shown attached to your report. So with that said, I'd invite the applicant up to discuss the project with you, and in fact, if you'd like to sit here, and then you can open up open up those files.
Hi, good evening. So I'm Janine Eng, I'm the architect on the project. So as Stacy mentioned, we are keeping everything fairly low profile, desert contemporary. We want to make sure that we are respecting the site, respecting everything around us. Using native vegetation, and excuse me for a second. So the home itself is proposed to be about 4,500 livable square feet. Let's see here, let me, go. So I'm gonna pop up the site plan first. So as Stacy mentioned, this area here is where our site is. The home is going to be in the far southeast corner. Driveway in from the street. We're keeping that as close to natural grade as possible with a small wet crossing before you enter the auto court. 3-car garage, and then 4 bedrooms. Or 3 bedrooms, excuse me. No, 4 bedrooms. Sorry, it's been a long day. It's the end of the day, Monday, I apologize. So master suite, facing the west side of the property. 3 guest suites. Living room, great room area, and kitchen dining area separated by the fireplace. Master suite has a 3-quarter master bath with private outdoor patio. And then the backyard has a back patio with a negative edge pool. And then because this is where the lot slopes down the most steeply, as far as where we're building goes, we've stepped the area down to a lower fire pit. So that negative edge pool is gonna kind of come down into that fire pit area, create some sound.
Chairman, can I ask, what is the red line around the site?
That's the building envelope. That's the limits of construction, the total limits of construction.
The building envelope seems to be a black dashed line.
Right. Yeah, so the plat building envelope is the black dashed line, the limits of construction is the red. And the only reason it's coming out so far is because we need to do a little bit of grading in order to get water around the house.
Just a quick question about the floodplain. None of the residence is in the floodplain?
No, none of the residence is in the floodplain. So, next up. I'd like to pull up the renderings. So as you can see, we're going with desert contemporary, natural stone and stucco, darker stone, kind of a warm gray stucco color with metal trim and detailing, deep patio overhangs. This is where we have the most exposure. This is on the master suite side, and we're using some trellising walls in order to step down, not have those walls feel very massive. This is from the back side, so you can see here's where the great room and kitchen open up to the back patio. The master suite courtyard is over on this side with the swimming pool stepping down to that fire pit patio. Again, just trying to, keep going with the land and terrace very gently. So you probably won't be able to really see the house wall from the street because of the screening desert landscaping, but if you could, this would be the view as you are driving west with the garage here with the stone wall.
That's an awful large Ocotillo.
I guess.
You know, my Photoshop just would not reduce it. I tried.
That's like 100 feet tall.
Yeah, no
Pretty
kidding.
healthy looking.
I tried to get it down. It didn't work. Okay. The view, aerial view now from the southwest corner of the house. So master suite, master patio, stone screening walls and the terraced wall stepping down. And the land slopes up pretty steeply up to here. And then we have the auto court, which is down actually from natural elevation at this point, about 5 feet. We'll be reducing it in order to, again, maintain that low profile, keep our even cut fill, you know, because we don't want to perch too high. You know, if we come in on natural grade, we're going to perch too high on the other end, which we definitely do not want to do. So master suite, you can see the garages from here. Over on this side, we're now looking from the southwest side, or the northwest side, excuse me. Exercise room and patio, master suite, family room. You can see again the really large overhangs providing the shade to all that glass. Coming around, this view offers you a good view of how the patios are going to work for the backyard. And if I'm going too fast, just ask me to back up, please. And then the garage side. So this is the guest wing. On this side, there is because we're high on this side, there's like that little peninsula of high land that comes out on the topography. We are dug in, so we do have a courtyard here for that back patio, or for those 2 bedrooms. Let's see here. Elevations. So here's our overall lowest natural grade. We're about 30 feet to our overall maximum height. Or there's our 30-foot overall maximum height. You know, again, large glass, but lots and lots of covered patio, shade structure. So I think that about covers everything for the house itself. Is there any questions that I can answer?
Not really, it's done well. I walked that lot this morning, so this will be a little challenge building at the same time.
Well, we got a great contractor on board.
Interesting, you know what I mean?
Yeah, been there,
Just
done
a flat
that.
house on a flat lot, it's
Yeah.
too easy, that's no fun.
True.
But,
You gotta play with
well,
the big equipment, that's what makes it fun, you know?
I'm glad you blew up those sketches, because try to read them in a presentation, you need a magnifying glass to read all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I think we're pretty much squared away, yeah. Everything's there.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Great, thank you.
Your attention to detail is amazing.
Yes.
That we were commenting about that earlier.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That makes my
Detail so
Monday.
much When it's drawn to an 8.5 by 11, you can't read it. That's thank God we have this here.
I know we got our screen too, but just the fact that you talk about when you change the lights out, how to
Yeah.
do that, I was like, what? Who does that? How to do the trees, how to put
Yeah.
fertilizer, the watering system. I was like
Yeah.
amazed.
Our landscape designer is top notch.
No kidding.
Very impressive.
No, that'll be an interesting challenge.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Thank you.
We Anybody else got any more questions?
Okay.
Do I have a,
I have a motion to approve.
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you
Anything
very
else
much.
in your meeting tonight?
Happy building.
Yeah, good
Thank
luck.
you.
We don't, but before, I'll just probably stand over here. Before we adjourn, it's an interesting point that you brought up, that it was difficult to read. As you know, we talked about this, I think, a couple of meetings ago, but we have laptops ordered. And, not laptops, excuse me.
That's right.
iPads, thank you. Yeah, iPads. I think they've arrived, and we just need to get them all set up and hold a training with you and town council at the same time. So next time you'll have your iPad to be zooming in and out, so you can see things a little bit better than, because we won't be printing out reports anymore.
Well, all right.
Yeah,
Welcome to the new world.
I know. Welcome to the,
What happened
20th
with
century.
36-inch drawings, you know, by 20, that it, all rolled up, and you need a small mule to haul the stuff
right,
around in, right?
right. So that's all I have for you this evening. Yep.
Okay,
Nothing else?
that's it.
That's it.
No general plan or?
No general plan tonight. No, I know, it's so disappointing, but we do have a community workshop on Wednesday.
No other announcements?
No other than the community workshop for the general plan on Wednesday. So I think we have it
Wednesday of this week?
of this week.
Yeah.
We have it noticed, Sam, is it correct, on the quorum calendar, so you're welcome to attend.
What time is that?
5 o'clock here,
Wednesday?
this Wednesday.
That's the 11th.
We're not mandatory to it.
No, not at all, and
Yeah.
I just wanted you to be aware of it, so. And I want you to know, if you did want to attend, you wouldn't have an issue if there was more than 3 of you.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the case.
That's it.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion, so moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Guess we'd be
Quick one.
done. We set some
Wow,
kind
that
of
was
record.
fast.
See, we're not as bad as Desert Mountain.
Not even close.
Probably has an awful lot to say with the architect in the presentation also.
Yeah, do you all like that better? I think it's better than, because I think they present things in a better way than I
That's the
do.
way I look at it, so.
Thanks, Peter. We'll see you.